Alright guys, welcome back to Buddha Chance and BBLs. It's episode 2. Let me get
Why
this
is that over our head?
What's up guys? Welcome. Hey! Do you guys like this filter?
Give me a new co-host.
Alright, so let's just look at what we got for today.
What's the script? Leak the script.
Alright, so first off, we're going to talk about race versus ethnicity.
A lot of people don't seem to understand the concepts still
Literally.
in the big 2024, apparently.
So the first instance that I can think of, it was this Afro-Latina girl inserted here. But basically, it was like around 2020, 2021. I believe that she's Dominican. I forgot what she said. I'll probably insert what she said later. But she said something along those lines, right? When in her comments, it started like being so racist, calling her all types of slurs and shit. Yeah.
I remember. It wasn't even like offensive. Them niggas were just being dickheads.
It was a fact.
Yeah, niggas were just being dickheads.
I think she said like Hispanic doesn't mean you're Latino or something like that. Because that is true.
That's what it was.
That is very true because Spaniards, right? They're white. Not all Hispanics are Latino. I think she said something along those lines, and they got so mad at her, and they were calling her slurs and shit. And they're like, "Oh, you black bitch! Why are you speaking on us?" She's Dominican. Like, I heard her talk, and that girl has a thick accent. Like, she speaks fluent Spanish. I'm pretty sure like Spanish was her first language.
You like touch upon it in school, but not really in depth. But still, if you don't know right now, we're gonna put the definitions. Your race is this. It's whatever skin color you are. There's not 100 different races. There's like 6. There's like black, white, Asian, Polynesian, native. There you go, native. There's like 5 to 6. There's not 100 different races. There's not a bunch of different ones. Ethnicity is whatever you are. If you're Mexican, that's your ethnicity. If you're Belizean, that's your ethnicity. If you're Dominican, that's your ethnicity. That's where you're from, kind of. Not necessarily what your nationality is, but it's where like your cultural background is from. And nationality is where you're from. It's where you're born. If you are born in America, your nationality is American. If you're born in Germany, no matter what your ethnicity is, you're that and wherever you're born. If you are Swedish born in German, you are a Swedish German. I conclude.
Thank you for coming to some
Wait, before I finish, we have to give some examples of how this been niggas up for so much and so long. One thing I can think about is insert post right here. This one airhead on Instagram, and she like had people asking her questions and what's your ethnicity and some and she was like, what did she say? She said some dumb whatever it was, it's gonna be put right here. But it was just some airhead that just shows like niggas still don't know in the big 2024 and at our big ages what the difference is. Very, very traumatic.
It's very embarrassing. Very embarrassing.
It really is. It's like one of the necessary things you should know.
What would you say is your race, ethnicity, and nationality?
As you can see, my race is black. My ethnicity, kind of like multicultural, but mainly African American and like some Cuban, but mainly African American. My nationality, given as I live in America, is American.
Okay, I'd say that my race is black. Would you like to comment on that, girl?
Debatable.
Okay, first of all, I posted a picture. I'll put it right here. And I said, am I giving mixed? I posted my family, and everybody was saying yes.
Caucasians.
Girl,
Caucasians.
It's not my fault
Mixed.
that everybody on my mom's side of the family decided to marry white women, okay? It's not my fault. My ethnicity is African American and Puerto Rican, of Puerto Rican descent. And my nationality is American, even though I don't really feel like comfortable saying American because this land is stolen. I mean, lots of land is stolen.
I ain't gonna lie. Only time I felt American was when we went out the country to New Zealand and Fiji, because that's like when it only mattered. Other than that, I'm just existing here. I just happen to live here.
I just happen to be born here.
I think that's what it is for a lot of people. They just happen to be there.
Yeah.
Like you're not really defined by your nationality unless you know like we're gonna bleep this out or no. Next question.
So if you guys didn't know, we last year we went to Fiji and New Zealand.
Insert pictures.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna put the picture of me when I was like covered in mud in Fiji. Like, that's just a good picture.
Damn, you live like this.
It was fun. But anyways, so we went out of the country, right? It was fun. It was cool. Not gonna lie, when I got to New Zealand, I was so patriotic, whatever. I was like,
head white and blue, bitch.
I was like, USA, USA. Whenever we were playing rugby, I was like, USA, USA. Yeah. One thing about them, I will talk about America till the day I die.
Let somebody else say some.
Let somebody else from
game.
out of the country talk shit about America. I'm going in.
It's free game.
What was your experience going out of the country for the first time?
It was cool. I'm glad I didn't even get to make it for real, for real. Like, if you know, you know, bro. I got my passport dead ass like a day before.
I thought this nigga was not gonna go, bro.
I dead ass got my shit like a day before we went out the country. Like, I remember I had to go to San Diego at like I had to be in San Diego at 8 a.m. Mind you, I lived in South Central LA, so that shit was like a 2-hour drive. We left LA at like 4 a.m. to be able to get to San Diego on time. I had to get to San Diego at 8 a.m. go to the passport agency. I was there for like 2 hours, and then I couldn't leave because they was like processing all my shit. So I was just chilling in San Diego that day till like 6 p.m. That's why I finally left back home. Literally the next day I had to pack, and the day after that I had church, and then that was the day of the trip. But yeah, my experience going out there, it was nice. Fiji, cool people, not my type of environment. It's too humid for me, too many bugs. I literally look like a pickle by the time we left the island. I'm not built for the wilderness. My ancestors were. RIP their souls. That ain't me. And in terms of New Zealand, very good time overall, except for the racism. Got stared at a lot. Almost fought out there because, you know, little kid had like racially profiled me. Nigga called me speed. Side by side, I look nothing like that nigga. Yeah, so that happened. Other than that, it was pretty cool out there though. You know, I had fun playing, you know, rugby out there, even though I got paralyzed from the waist down for like 2 minutes. Yeah, it was fun. Met a lot of cool people out there. The ones that weren't kids. St. Beats. Them niggas look like when Netflix cast 30-year-olds as high schoolers. Literally just grown ass niggas, just all testosterone.
Grown ass niggas with beards and mullets. Like, that's how they look.
Literally was just walking around testosterone, bro.
Yeah, and they were like homophobic and just extra, like, you know when you walk into a man cave or like a frat party and it's just too much testosterone? That's what they embodied, but they were from New Zealand.
Yeah, I don't like all the like worst values of a man that like Twitter talks about. It's literally the St. Beats Boys Academy. Yeah,
and they like low-key were kind of racist. Like they were asking
they definitely were.
If we were rappers and shit, if our favorite place to eat at is Popeyes.
Yeah, that's crazy. It was like comparing lingo and shit. It was like saying calm, like it was like normal shit. I even like slang or that. It was like, oh, for us we'd say this, and you guys you'd probably say, "What's up, my gangster?" I'm like, nigga, gangster? What the f*** you mean, gangster? We don't say that shit. Like, I remember like saying that shit and like, where you get that from, nigga?
My gangster. Okay, basically my experience in Fiji, it was very cool. I loved it. I loved Fiji. I love experiencing cultures that are not my own. It might have been something that I'm not used to. For example, when we showered, I didn't use a working shower. Other people did, but there was no like hot water on the island that we were on because we were on a separate island from Fiji. But I had to take a bath, and it was like I was standing in like a little shower room kind of, and it was like a tub of water, and it was cold water, but it was like hot and humid, so it kind of worked. It helped me cool off, and I would have to get like a bucket and like pour it over myself and like clean myself as I do it, but I didn't mind. It was lots of bugs, but I should have brought like some bug repellent or like, and we were sunburned.
Can I interject real quick? Our coach literally told us we didn't need Mind you, 6 years prior, he went to this exact same island and village, knowing what the situation was, and didn't tell us to pack bug spray. I don't know what the f*** he think this is, but like, it was terrible. And what I can say is, they're very nice people.
They're so nice.
They have very nice scenery and all that. Very nice hospitality. I enjoyed it. We was like right on the island. We were like going to the beach every day, literally just to play. We're playing with the village kids that was nice as hell. They let us like sleep in their houses and for the 3 days they were there. And one thing for sure, they always made sure we ate.
Always.
Like, yo, you deadass could not have got out of a meal over there.
Literally, I walked outside for breakfast. They were like, oh, you want some food? And I was like, no, thank you, I'm not hungry. And they looked at me and they're like, I think they were just waiting for me to say yes, because they're like, girl, you're not leaving this place until we get some food. And I'm not gonna lie, I enjoy that kind of environment. That's what I'm used to. Like, I remember one time, you're not leaving till you eat.
I remember one time, like the second day was there, I was like out at the pool by myself in the morning. I came back, it was hot as f***. So I like went down to the water. I'm coming back, and I'm just like sitting down in the chair, trying to cool off and I remember one of the like village ladies came in. She was like, "Are you hungry?" And she was like, "It's tea time," and it was like 90-some degrees. I'm like, I'll just come with you. I just went to go drink the tea. I was hotter than I was before, but that lady was just too nice to turn down.
They're so nice.
Like, they're very nice.
And the kids are
and
so
there
cute.
are people. They're black.
Yeah. Believe it or not, Fijians,
They're
them
black.
niggas are black. They're
They're
black.
black.
They
There
literally
are
look
people.
like, look at a Samoan, imagine a Samoan person if they had dark skin
In an afro.
and an afro. Yeah. I enjoyed the food up there. The food was really good. I love the food. Lots of curry. They love curry and they love tomato sauce.
It was
It was like
good.
sweet tomato sauce they would put on all the food.
It was a lot of fish. Like, after like being there, I couldn't eat fish for like 3 months. I still don't eat fish regularly now because of that. It was just a lot of fish. It was good food, but holy shit, I swear I ate like 8 fishes, whole fishes in the span of like 3 days.
I'll tell you, we've been eating straight fish with bone, tomato sauce on rice, tomato sauce on curry chicken, tomato sauce on everything, and hot cheese.
And they killed a pig.
Oh yeah, that's
They killed a
crazy.
pig, that
Like,
pig
straight,
like behind the house. Killed that.
they straight slaughtered that nigga behind the house. Then I remember I like went to the side of the hut because I was looking for coconuts. Because boy, believe me, coconut water out there is f***ing magnificent.
Delicious.
Compared to the U.S. is out there though is magnificent. So I was like on the side of the hut trying to look for coconuts to like bring to the people to help me chop them up because they had like machetes and bro. Tell me why I just seen the pig's guts that they just slaughtered over here like in a pile, and they got one of the village dogs eating them. Shout out Lucky.
Them village
Shout out Lucky.
Them village dogs, they had like Snoop Dogg, Lucky,
bro.
and the village dogs and village cats. Some niggas were ghetto. They would walk up
Shout
into
out
anybody's
Lucky.
house, fight any other animals. Like they did not care.
Oh, that
Like, and they were
pig
always
Lucky.
begging. They were so cute. That cat was like always fighting the dogs too. Like them dogs were
Bro.
scared of that cat.
Them animals were cool. I don't know what it was, but them animals had like so much personality. Like
They were
like,
so
as
cool.
hell.
They were like chill too.
Yeah,
like they would just
literally.
beg you for food and then just
They're
like,
like
they-
so willing to do everything. They let you pet them and everything. Like
yeah, they were like really nice too. It was really hot out there. Like it was so hot to the point where I could get in the ocean. Like that was like right by the houses. Like we would get in the
that's
ocean.
like a 3-second walk.
I would hang my swimsuit up at nighttime right before I go to sleep. I would wake up and that shit is dry. Like that's how hot it was when we were out there, right?
And humid. It was hot and humid. Like
Yeah.
I remember when we first landed there, when we departed from the airport, everybody had on like heavy clothes because it was cold when we left. Because we left LA at like 10
11.
p.m. at night or 11 p.m. at night. So everybody had on like hoodies, big coats on. Me, I had a hoodie, I had a big coat on, a bonnet, 2 pairs of sweats on, plus slides. Soon as we landed in Fiji,
Everybody
within
started-
like 3 seconds, I took all that off.
Everybody was taking all them layers off.
Nigga, when I tell you I started heating the up, like just start water pouring down my face, sweating. That's how humid it was out there. Even like on our way back, when we had to like wait in the airport, because our original flight there was like 16 hours, and then the one back it was like 4 hours from New Zealand to Fiji, and then we had to wait like 4 hours in the Fiji airport for a plane back to the US. So like that 4 hours, it was just humid as that 4 hours. I was just dying on the benches and
We were really just laying there for like 4
Exactly.
hours because our flight was delayed. That was my first time ever experiencing a delayed flight, and I hate
Me
it.
too.
I see why
That shit
people
was
hate it.
bad.
It's so bad. It's not fun.
there was like nothing you can do too either.
The only thing we could do, like, we were just buying fit shit from Burger King. We kept going, me and him kept going back and forth to Burger
One
King.
thing I could say about that out of country experience, the US dollar's where it's at. Since that has so much value, all the over there is cheap as
So cheap.
so cheap.
So cheap.
I remember going to a store in Fiji. I bought some that was like I went to a store and like spent like $60. That came back on my phone. That said like 30 something. It was the first day we landed in New Zealand. Everybody was like hungry and it was like 3 a.m. in the morning. Like everything was closed and it was just like searching the pizza spots. I ordered like $100 worth of food. That popped on my car like $40. I was like, damn.
Yeah, like when we first got to McDonald's in New Zealand,
Oh my, that was such a grand time.
that was because first of all, I was under the impression that my Cash App
Yeah.
card wasn't gonna work out there. I was like, oh I'm scared because I don't have any like money that's not on card. So once I hit tap, man, like
I think that was a realization for everybody. Was like, we're so fucking back. Mind you, everybody in Fiji, we was just on the island for 3 days. Anything we had to get like days before at the fucking store back on the main island and salvage that shit for like 3 days.
when we ran out of bottled water.
Exactly, we ran out of fucking water and shit. Them niggas like rain reservoirs had water in that bitch was something different.
That's good.
And
Black
by
coconut
like the
water.
second/third and final day, once I realized them rain storages had fresh water in it, I was chugging them crazy. Cause I kept all the bottles I had. So literally I was just chugging them bitches, cooling off and everything. But back to the McDonald's situation.
Yeah.
So to like set the scene, we like flew in from Fiji to Auckland. Then from Auckland, we had like an hour drive to where we were staying, which was Hamilton. And before we got on the drive, we like stopped at McDonald's. Mind you, everybody tired and shit because we just got off the plane. It was a 4-hour flight. We get to McDonald's, everybody thinking, damn, just gonna use the bathroom. Our money probably ain't gonna work in this bitch. You know, Cash App say they ain't working out here. They only work in Fiji. Nigga, when they hit that tap card and that shit went through, I say everybody started spending shit crazy.
I'm not gonna like brag, but I was the first person to do it. I was first person to test my shit out. I was like, all right, I'm gonna see if this works. And once that shit worked,
we packed that McDonald's out. Them niggas had like 9 orders, all big ass meals just straight from us.
And what I've noticed in McDonald's in New Zealand, they do not take orders in person. You have to do it at the kiosk.
Yeah, they don't.
Which I don't mind, but you have to do that at the kiosk. So I was tapping, and my order came out to like $6. I had a full meal for $6. Out there, it was $12, but in America, it translated to $6 American dollars. That's cheap as like a freaking meal out here is like $12 in American dollars.
But yeah, the only like knock I can have on like New Zealand and Fiji food wise, y'all need more sauces. Garlic aioli, spicy mayo got a special place in my heart. Ketchup and mustard should not be the only sauces y'all have in the entire country.
Not ketchup.
Tomato sauce. I will never forget though, when we went to the, sorry to cut you off, bro. When we went to the water park in New Zealand after like some days and I remember I went to the, it was like this little shopping center. It was at the water park. You can get like food, ice cream, chips and all that. I was going to order a pizza and I had seen it had like pesto sauce on it. I was like, I got marinara sauce. She was like, no, what's that? I was like, red sauce? She was like, no. I was like, on a pizza? What do y'all put on it then? Not having marinara sauce?
They didn't know what trash meant. When we said, where's the trash?
You gotta get the lingo, the rubbish bin.
They're like, where's the rubbish? Like, they understood that.
People cool as fuck.
Tomato sauce, chips.
Especially Christchurch.
Christchurch? Them niggas were cool as fuck.
Christchurch got my whole heart. Them niggas so cool. They like the richest city in New Zealand. And it was like private school prep kids. Like literally their whole high school was a college. The name is literally St. Andrew's College. So you was like, you probably expect them to be like stuck up, all spoiled and shit. When I say they're the most welcoming and coolest people ever.
Them niggas were so nice.
Like it was cool as f. I met my nigga Manny there. I hooped with a basketball team. Coach said I was nice. Just saying, could have played for the overseas team for real.
Manny, my nigga Manny. We'll put a picture.
Free Manny.
Free Manny.
We gonna get him out here soon.
He's like the only black kid at that school. And
big as hell too. That nigga just turned 16 and he like 6'3" already.
Manny's so cool.
When I met that nigga, I thought he was like a year younger than me.
Manny's funny as fuck. Like that nigga's he has like
shit.
American humor, bro. I mean, I don't know if that makes sense, but like
he's cool.
It doesn't make any sense.
Probably black American humor.
Yeah, like you could tell that nigga like he would fit in. Like,
but they was all cool over there too. Like compared to them, the Hamilton kids was cool too. But them it was like low key, kind of like, how would you say this? Stereotypical cool, as in like they were like basing their perception of us off like stereotypes. Like once we said we was in LA, they kept acting like all the typical like, oh, does it really look like GTA 5?
Have you been to Hollywood? Have you met any celebrities?
Do you know this celebrity? Do you know this celebrity? Blah blah blah. I'm gonna lie, start lying hard as start lying. But like Christchurch, they were like super open minded and like it was cool. It was
except for St. Bede's. That was
that was
in Christchurch,
like,
but them niggas were dickheads.
I ain't gonna lie. Some of them are cool. Noah and Junior, they cool as I ain't gonna lie, Junior, I head tap the out of you. You're like 6'4". That's kind of a stain on your legacy. But they still cool though. Like there was the only 2 like St. Bede's kids that was like actually cool as hell. Insert a picture of all of us here. They cool as hell.
So when we got to Fiji, of course we were in Fiji. And then we went to Naviti Island.
Yeah.
We came back to Naviti Island, stayed in like a hotel for a little bit after we like stayed on the other island of the village. We came back to the main island, got in a hotel. It
was a fat ass waterbuck, and I'll never forget Xavier, Kyrell, and Buford scared as to kill it. Y'all niggas all big as grown as it's a bug.
When we came back and we went to the hotel, then we went to like a restaurant, and then
if you know, you know.
If you know, you know. And the restaurant was so cool. It was like right by the beach. It was so cute.
That nigga Chrome, why would you pick our meals out? You're rich, nigga. Just take the tab. Like, nigga literally picked all our meals out. First of all, it was like all meat. She doesn't eat meat. Like,
so I had to order rice because Chrome would be real mad, but I ordered rice. I was the person who ordered that rice. Like, I ordered rice.
Too.
Like, I ordered rice, and me, Caitlin, and Chloe, we were sharing that rice because it was just straight up meat on our plate.
For some reason, all the like people and animals in Fiji are so like friendly and cool.
Yeah.
Even the dogs at the restaurant was cool.
There were dogs like sitting right next
Literally
to us,
just
like,
under our
begging
heads.
for
There was like
food.
4 dogs there,
Yeah.
and they were just like sitting under us at the table, just like walking around to people's tables and.
Yeah, they were so nice. Okay, so after that, we came back from the restaurant.
You know, you know.
If you know, you know.
You know, you know.
If you know, you know.
We have to get up super early.
Let's go to the airport.
That bitch. Knocking on
We're
our
gonna have to
doors
censor that name.
knocking on our doors and hard as in the morning when we're already
Mm-hmm.
whole time this bitch ain't even ready still. Fucking over here. Are you guys ready? We're going to the airport in like 2 minutes. Bitch, you were the last one to get on the bus. Like the was mad as waking up too, because I'd already packed everything like the day before. Like all I literally had to do was just walk out. She was just such a. Oh, I can't
Everybody
stand
hated her. Everybody
I don't
hated her
like
on that trip.
And she's a
And-
coon. That
and
may
the
be a
homewrecker.
that may be a slur. We may have to blur that. But she's a coon and a homewrecker. We literally made a whole remix off her like trying to interject in the man's relationship for the span of 2 weeks.
I'll just keep them satisfied for 2 weekends.
Yeah.
Because we were in New Zealand for 2 weeks. Saying bye to Mama Lydia was so sad. Like, I wanted
Yeah,
to
she was
cry.
so cool.
She was so nice. Yeah, and we stayed in a prison.
Yeah, mind you, our Caucasian coach put a bunch of black kids in a prison hostel.
A prison
Insert the pictures. I took the pictures, like literally cell door, mugshot photos, all that like literally a literal prison.
That was crazy. That was crazy. It was like, it was crazy. Yeah.
Very crazy.
It was cool. It was a cool theme, but I was like, oh, like we're really in a jail right now.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like we were like really in the jail. Like, and it made everybody so mad because we just went from like this high-rise ass hotel.
Wellington was so nice.
So f***ing good. This
So
high-rise ass hotel to a literal prison cell. I mean, literally 4 solid ass walls, a cell door, and bunk beds. I ain't gonna lie, even McDonald's out there hit different because them niggas got like all the menu items we don't have over here. So they had like snack wraps and shit. They had like a triple pound burger. I ain't gonna lie, they saying we fat. If y'all see they menu options, it's a very clear difference. Like they ain't got some crazy shit over there.
They had a Sprite slushy.
Like crazy creations type.
Sprite slushy. I wish they had that out here in
It
America.
wasn't that out of date? Oh, ain't out of stock. It was out of stock, right?
Yeah, when we tried to
it
get it, it
was
was out of stock. But they had a Sprite slushy and shit.
Yeah.
It was so, and they call chicken sandwiches chicken burgers. Okay, I don't want to be stuck on this topic.
Yeah,
for too long.
transition into the next topic, which is
If the purge was real, let's talk about it. Okay.
let's talk
Movies-
about the Purge movies. Who came up with that concept? You're sick in the head, first of all. Why the are you thinking of this? Like, so we just think, oh, what? Make a movie about like just straight up population control by just taking niggas off of it, which is such a crazy How did this shit get passed in the first place? Who really like allowed all this shit? Cause you got like what 3 branches of Congress, judicial, executive, and what's the last one? Legislative. There you go, bro. How did all 3 of these niggas pass this bill to allow this to be a federal holiday?
Yeah.
Like literally just killing niggas.
It was like something like they revealed it like at the end. It was like an excuse for the government to go out and kill people too, or something.
Yeah, the third movie really set the tone. I ain't gonna lie. First movie scared the out of me.
That shit scared me, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. That shit had me scared of mask for a cool minute.
When I was younger, I didn't understand. I was so confused. I was like, if the purge was real,
Niggas are not killing, bro. I promise you.
You might have some niggas who might have like real deal
You might
ops.
have, even then, yeah, them niggas might just think, oh, it's free game. But them niggas not killing how they was killing. Like 99% of people on that night is not gonna go kill them, bro.
Yeah.
They're gonna commit crimes, just not killing. Like, I'd say about 3% are gonna commit killings. And it's mainly gonna be like them weirdo conservative niggas and probably a few niggas in the hood.
Probably like hate crimes and gang violence.
Exactly, who like know they got free passes right now.
Yeah.
But overall, when I say, especially in the economy we live in now, niggas probably just gonna go to the grocery store, loot that bitch up, have groceries for the next. Mind you, this what 12 hours, bro? It's not a lot you can do in 12 hours. Niggas probably gonna try to break into the bank, hit the county building, add like 100 bands to their EBT cards. Nobody's going out and killing people like y'all think this is. If this was a real thing, it's not gonna play out the way they want to. And that's literally why they made the third movie. Because the third movie literally goes over how when this first got passed, nobody was killing niggas. Like, they was literally just in the house partying and chilling, doing drugs, and knowing that like the cops come, nothing's happening. It'll be another thing. Probably just see a bunch of niggas like reckless driving. Other than that, that's literally like why in the third movie they have to like push people and like pay rewards on like killing people and shit, and have literal government military militias go out into communities and start killing people to like incite riots and like violence and shit. The start of the movie, how that was, that's literally how it would be. Niggas are literally just gonna chill and like do non-violent crimes for that time.
In the first movie, I guess, which is like the other movies were prequels, I guess.
I think the first movie is like just a movie. The second one is no, it wasn't. It was because that's when they was in Washington D.C. That wasn't a prequel.
Oh, okay.
That's just literally in another location. The third one was a prequel.
Yeah, like the first movie, them niggas had like a freaking built-in security system. That shit was like heavy as them niggas like had guns everywhere and shit. I'm like, damn, is it that serious?
I feel like the craziest thing for me from the first movie was when that alarm went off in the top. How a nigga dead ass like after just like raining hell with a minigun, I think, on like the main protagonist. This nigga dead ass just walks in the house. Just goes back in the house like nothing ever, like this whole night just didn't happen. And I feel like that was a lot of thing with a lot of people. Literally the morning would come and they'll just oh the bell went off.
And like nigga, I'm still going to kill you, bitch.
Like, probably get the lawsuit of hell from the family. You kill a nigga right after the alarm, you getting the lawsuit of hell because you're not beating that case. Because they going, well, you had 12 hours to kill him.
Someone was like about to kill somebody, then the bell went off. Because not gonna lie, nobody's obeying that shit. They have to give you like a 30-minute or a few hour grace period.
There'd probably be a lot of niggas who do like, it would be like a cult type shit to the point like niggas would like listen so like willingly because they're like, damn, if I giving us a free day kill, I would never want to this up. So boom, I'm gonna listen when y'all say turn this bell off, because that's literally what that guy did. He had a minigun, I think, and soon as the bell went off, nigga just like walked away.
But alright, if the purge was real, here's what I'm doing. I'm going to the store. Alright, I'm going to the store, taking all that shit, all of that shit. If I didn't have my license, I'll be joyriding, obviously. Like, who wouldn't want to do that? If you never drove before, if the purge comes, you're going to want to drive. I'm going to the store, joyriding to that bitch, taking everything, fucking stocking up on a bunch of shit, bunch of snacks, taking shit out the cash registers, all of that shit. I'm robbing. I mean, I'm not robbing because it's illegal at the time. I'm looting every single. Then I'm going to call up people, or not even call up, pull up on people who I've always wanted to fight, jump them for a little bit, and I'm going back home. That's it.
Yeah, my checklist probably be, first of all, I'm getting Blick, first of all. Then I'm just gonna go to like a few stores, steal a couple safes. Like that's literally be my whole plan. Literally just gonna go to like a few like chain businesses because I know they keep safes in the back. Just steal the safe, then probably just chill in the hood for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
Literally just like go to the hood house and just chill with Blick on me. Cause nigga, it's like nothing more than that afterwards. It's just like probably like go grocery shopping. Nigga, just keep Blick on me, be ready to shoot it.
I will literally just like fill up on gas and shit.
Exactly.
Go everywhere.
I'm literally just gonna do regular shit.
As much food as any clothes. Oh my gosh, I'm going to the mall.
I know
that mall would be hell. All those 16-year-olds, bro, running around. I would quite literally just
do a daily routine. Hit the gas station with some jerry cans. Good on gas for like a good 3 months. Hit the grocery store. Fill the trunk up. Good on groceries for a cool month. Hit the mall. Nigga, grab a few clothes, few outfits, few pairs of shoes. Cool. Then literally I'm just gonna chill in the hood afterwards.
And I'm gonna lie, I wouldn't want to go to the bank because I feel like that would be too
That's like
much.
It's like the easy. If you trying to
everybody's
die,
going to the bank. Everybody's going to the bank. So
exactly.
Why would
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to chain restaurants. Who finna rob the Domino's for they safe? Niggas not thinking Domino's got the safe on them. I'm simply going to the chain restaurants.
I would I go to Beverly Center?
I don't lie. I'm just gonna stay in the hood.
I feel like it's kind of hard to like resell clothes.
If I remember correctly, the only place allowed killing was like the main cities until the fourth one came out. Because I remember when they like showed the screen of like all the like the purge was happening, it was literally just major cities. You had like LA, Philadelphia, Washington DC. So quite literally, I may just like do all like the I need to get, then drive my ass to Riverside.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure there was like everybody was like going to the big cities because that's like where everybody's at.
Or I would like try to get a house, if that makes sense. If I'm able to steal a house, if that's possible, I'm doing that too.
And like the way squatters' rights work now, you may just got it.
And oh my god, I'm going to the slots and taking as many chains as I can. Cause one, I'm
gonna be a resale merchant.
Yep, I'm about to start a whole what's it called? Etsy?
Yeah, y'all thought them
real gold.
Thought them shoe resellers was bad, nigga. Wait till you see me after Purge night. Getting wicked.
Alright, we had DVDs.
Alright, DVDs. We really losing our way as a society with DVDs. Because Cause back then, bro, back in the day,
You struggle.
DVDs was really everything in life, nigga. You had a DVD for everything. Music in the car. You had a little mixtape on it. Had to burn your CD. Movies, nigga. The Movie Man. New movie come out. Let me go hit the Movie Man. I know he got that shit. It may have like a nigga randomly walk by in like 2 scenes, but you still got the movie early and shit. You ain't gotta hit the theater. Even video games. Bro, what, nigga? It was no better feeling than hitting GameStop, getting that new Call of Duty, new 2K, new GTA, coming home, putting that bitch in, like, nigga, popping that case open, sniffing that bitch, fresh case smell, a good time. And we're losing that nowadays with all this digital shit. But it's low-key for good reason. Hear me out. Disc, we all went through the struggles of disc. Nigga, had to clean that bitch off, put it in the reader because it had a few scratches on it. Had to go through that, nigga. Red rings of death on the consoles for all my gamers. Nigga, somebody step on the console, that bitch gets scratched up, say goodbye. You're not using that disc ever again. Don't matter how much alcohol you put on the bitch and rub it, no matter how many you do, not working again. Your game is dead.
My dad, he was very big on getting bootleg movies. I don't know if I should say that, but he was really big on bootleg movies. When we would go to my dad's friend's house, that nigga would be burning CDs all day, or burning DVDs all day.
I remember that. It's low-key a good time. We surpassed CDs because it had a lot of flaws too. Like CDs would be cool for the sole purpose you're hearing everything constantly, bro. Like I remember, bro, my stepdad, nigga used to be a big Lil Boosie fan. He used to have all his CDs. Boy, nigga, every car ride hearing Halloween by this nigga. What's that shit called? Mind of a Maniac. Just constantly. It's no variety. We low-key in a good time now. Due to like interest of the streaming, internet purchases and all that, we low-key in a good time.
Yeah, variety.
Exactly, because the DVDs, nigga, new movie, hit HBO Max, hit Amazon Prime, hit Disney Plus. They got that bitch. No hassle. Literally just press play on that bitch, you're good.
Unless you were like my dad who had like the DVD case or CD case and insert picture here. My dad had one of these.
Even then, sometimes nigga lost them bitches. For me, in my instance, with gaming, I got a PS5 right now. That shit digital. Ain't got the disc inserter. For the sole purpose of, back then, when I had the PS4 and the PS3, my little brother Kyer would always up the disc. Either have them bitches in scratches or completely lose them. Now, I can't play the new Spider-Man. I can't play the new 2K. This nigga done up the disc. Nigga done lost the bitch. I can't use it no more. Even back when I was like 10 or 11, I'll never forget. Me, my uncle Nori, and my cousin Jeffrey, we was playing Saints Row 4. We had that bitch like 92% complete. We just finna finish that in the same night. We just dead ass playing an all-nighter. Then my uncle Nori with his fat ass feet stepped on the Xbox. All you hear is disc was done, nigga. We cannot complete that bitch. So we live in a good time now. For the sole purpose, nigga, I can just go to the PlayStation store, put in my card, buy that shit. Game is mine now, nigga. Anywhere I go, I ain't gotta worry about bringing my disc, forgetting the disc. Literally just log into my profile, go to my library, bitch right there, ready to download. We're in a good time now. Although, the feelings you got with DVDs, you're not getting that nowadays.
I used to be looking like the back of the DVDs were like so cool. Like how
I'm like, some DVDs was like cool as hell. Can you like insert like cool DVD photos here? Like, what's one I can think of? The James Bond DVD, that's one of them.
The Monster House one.
The John Wick DVD.
Let's talk about Monster House real quick. Freaking cousin.
Hate that movie, scary as fuck.
Girl, you
Scary
weren't
as
living until you watched Monster House at
scary.
8 at night with your cousin. My cousin, she freaking sat on Monster House, the Monster House DVD. That was like the only like real DVD movie that we had. That and Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Dog Days were the only movies that we had that weren't bootleg. She sat on that. I was heartbroken. I was so mad. Tried to put it back in there in the hopes that it would work. It didn't work.
Glad it didn't.
And the freaking DVD, like, what's it called? Credits at the beginning, like, the opening. What is it called? The menu. That shit was scarier than the actual movie. I would literally cry because like the TV would be on and me and my sister would be too scared to turn the TV off. I would rather sleep in a dark room than sleep in a room where the TV is illuminated by the freaking Monster House menu scene. That shit's terrifying.
Pivot for a bit. Monster House being a scary ass movie. not meant for kids. The whole plot itself is crazy as the house literally has a demon in it from this old nigga's dead wife. Now the house is like eating niggas and haunting niggas. Like, what? Nigga, that was not meant for kids. What's scary as why are kids watching this?
It's literally a cinematic masterpiece. That and Coraline were my two favorite movies.
I just recently watched Coraline fully for like a few years ago with her. I like Coraline's kind of scary as well. Like, bro has the other mother and with these doll eyes and she literally cut out like dead kids' eyes and
yeah.
Like, bro, why were these movies so inherently scary?
And they were like really good in terms of like cinematic masterpieces, but they were really scary. The movie Coraline made me thankful for the parents that I have. There'd be times where I'd be like, ugh, my mom's getting on my nerves. And then I'll watch Coraline, I go hug my mom right after I watch that shit.
I'll never forget that, bro. After watching Monster House, that had me being nice as to the house for like 2 weeks. Like, I remember I was dead ass nigga making sure I wasn't slamming doors, not like jumping down the stairs and not slamming cabinets. Like, I was making sure I was on my utmost behavior with the house in fears like that bitch would like straight up eat me.
Yeah, and I always thought that my house that I lived in, my childhood home, looked just like it. So I was like, oh my god, I'm in Monster House.
It was bad. Shit scared as I'm gonna lie, the way they slimed out the wife was funny as though. Tell me her big ass just like fell into a hole at a construction site because she was being a kid. It's kind of funny.
They covered her ass. That is crazy.
Yeah, that
like,
is crazy. They should have said they was fed up with her ass too. They that ass just said, you know what? Calling the ambulance. Just cover her ass up.
I mean, can you like dig that cement off somebody? I don't even know. Because when she fell, she accidentally pulled the lever for the cement.
Her fault. She was gripping for.
Okay, food and cooking shows.
I'll start this off. I am the #1 consumer of food and cooking shows. As a kid, I was on Cake Boss heavy, Guy Fieri's Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives heavy, Chopped heavy, MasterChef heavy. Them was all my shows. Cupcake Wars heavy. Them a part of me. Got me the love I got for bacon now. Nigga, Guy Fieri had me wanting to try everywhere he went just to try the food and Cake Boss, I ain't gonna lie, they low-key some PCP pipe and like Rice Krispie merchants.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Like
the Cake Boss cakes, who's eating that shit?
I had an idea for the motor. I thought like a helicopter.
What do you think?
It's sick.
exactly.
And then
them shit was not made for practicality. Like, them shit was made to look nice, not for taste, just to look nice. They would literally always have a tiny section of the cake where they actually cut into it was cake. I don't like one thing though, the way they like be cutting off like Rice Krispie treats and like random pieces of cake. I wanted that part of the cake so bad because like it's just like, damn, you niggas wasting all this cake and shit. Got me lucky mad.
Yeah, and I wanted to try fondant because I used to watch this one lady how to cake it. I loved that woman for the longest. She would make realistic cakes and like crazy looking cakes. She was like Cake Boss if Cake Boss actually used mostly cakes for his cakes. I would watch her videos, and when she was always using fondant, I was like, oh, I want to try that. It's literally edible Play-Doh. I want to try it because I loved eating Play-Doh when I was younger. Don't question me on it.
Question her.
It tastes good. But anyways, I was like, edible Play-Doh? Be my guest. I tried it one time. I was like, oh, okay, you know. Cool. Now every time I go to a party and they have a cake that has fondant on it, I take that shit off. I'm not eating that shit.
I hate fondant. I remember back in like 2016, 2017, that shit had a chokehold on my family. Every cake we got during that time period, for some reason they put fondant on it, and I hate that shit so much.
That was like a trend at the time.
Because it was the only way you can like print pictures onto a cake,
yeah.
And niggas was obsessed with that. They had like photos of themselves on it and shit. Extremely self-centered, first of all.
You even had a picture of her like this.
Well, they have like like money pictures printed on it and shit, and it'd be like a money cake. Whole time you cut into this bitch, it's literally just buttercream and like white cake. But in terms of like the other shows, transitioning from Cake Boss, talk about Cupcake Wars, the amount of creativity and expertise going into that show, it deserved an Oscar.
I wonder what they do with all the cupcakes.
No, they made them
away.
They made them for like they made them for
events.
Yeah, events. They made them for events. Like the final winners, they made them for province.
MasterChef Junior, that show had me
I
thinking that I
wanted
could
to-
actually be on that show.
I ain't gonna lie, I wanted to be on that bitch so bad. I remember I told my mama, I was like, Mom, I wanna go MasterChef. She was like, what you gonna make? I told her spaghetti. That shit was my signature dish at the time. Would I've got kicked off within the first round? Absolutely. But it was the experience that counted. Then chopped, I started getting into chop when I was like 9 to like 12 range. I had full utmost thought. And this is when I started like learning how to cook and shit too. That I can go on there and do good. Cause I used to be mad as watching them like, there's no way this bitch finna pull off making an ice cream with 2 minutes left on the clock. Not realistic. I would have done better than this. I got better time management than this. So I used to be on all them shows heavy. And as I said with Guy Fieri's Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, I wanted to go everywhere he was going just for the food.
I wanted to be on MasterChef Junior, and it's so funny because Gordon Ramsay was so nice to the kids,
I
but
love
mean as
Gordon
to the
Ramsay.
adults, or to most
Gordon
people.
Ramsay, one of my favorite like English people. He's
Gordon
like,
Ramsay is so cool.
that nigga's so funny, bro. He really was a dickhead to like all the grown-ups and like nice as the kids. On an episode of Master Chef where like a nigga was mad like he was like eliminate him from the show and he tried to fight Gordon Ramsay, not knowing Gordon Ramsay got a whole black belt. Shit's hilarious. And then he on TikTok now too. He just be cool as hell. He just be,
He's
like
so nice on TikTok.
exactly. He just like duetting niggas videos like of their like cooking creations and just like say if it's like cool or not. Him and Guy Fieri got like 2 of the best jobs in the world. Cause one, who has beef with chefs? Like chefs are not involved in any drama relating to cooking. Then two, they just like their whole job is literally just judge people's food and taste it.
Someone
Such a
said,
funny
"Is
person.
Keith Lee the evil Guy Fieri?" That so fun. That was the funniest comment I've seen that like in that month. I was like, that's really
No,
because
that's
Keith Lee's not evil at
It's
all.
not. He's such a nice dude too. And I remember the whole of Atlanta was mad at him because he said they had terrible food, which is true. You niggas in Atlanta are the worst of black Americans in the U.S. Why the do y'all put Hennessy on everything? Why the is there crack on your wings? You niggas are terrible.
Sex, honey.
Exactly. What the why do you have sex honey on your
But don't speak too
You
loud. I'm not trying to get
people
shot.
are terrible.
Hey, Atlanta people.
I don't give a
I'm not trying to get shot.
I with Atlanta, but you people there need help.
No,
Seriously.
I want to try the crack wings though. Them look good. 'Cause
Nigga.
they look like ranch wings. And that shit
Oh,
looks
it
good.
feels like you're as soon as you take it back, you just what the
I love powdery stuff. As you guys know, I love eating cornstarch.
hell? I
I
never
love
understood
right now,
people that did that shit. Either eat cornstarch. I knew
This is
so
so
many
good.
girls in like middle school too. That was like, oh yeah, I like eating cornstarch. I'm finna eat some cornstarch, and I'm like, what the cornstarch, nigga?
I used to bring like chalk, like
nasty.
homemade chalk, and I would bring it to school and give it to
So
people.
nasty. Yeah, Keith Lee's like a cool ass dude, and niggas like should be like hating him and mad at him when he literally does nothing. He literally says, "This is my opinion. I want you to still try the food for yourself." And niggas be like real life mad at him. Like I remember Oakland was mad at him, Atlanta was mad at him, New York was mad at him. Like when he's literally just like taking the food suggested places from his audience and going to them and reviewing them in his honest opinion. Then like the nerve they be having to try to fight the nigga too, like he not a UFC fighter.
I remember someone said,
Keith Lee gonna have to watch out.
Exactly.
He gonna catch the wrong person. He gonna get killed.
Over food?
Because-
Food reviews, nigga. Nigga, then don't make bad food. Don't have terrible service. Like, what the Like that one restaurant in Atlanta when he said he sent his mama into, and they literally had celebrity privilege. It was like, he sent his mama in. They had told his mama, we ain't got no tables to seat you for like an hour. She like ordered food. She was like, all right, that's cool. I'll just like wait outside and She waited the 25 minutes. 25 minutes come. Food still ain't ready. She ended up waiting like an hour and 45 minutes for food. Then soon as Keith Lee came in here, they had this nigga spot to sit immediately, and his food came out in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's weird.
Like, nigga, what the, how are you mad at him because he's calling out you having privilege?
And favoritism.
Exactly. And favoritism over customers. Nigga, y'all all giving money the same. It's just they make you a little bit more publicity. Thank you.
I saw people, they were like ordering from places and putting their name as Keith Lee.
And that
shit
was like, they was
so
getting the
good.
greatest of utmost services.
Which reminds me of my cousin. Her name's Paris, and she recently married somebody who has the last name Jackson. She goes by Paris Jackson now. I know when she calls into hotels, them niggas will give her the best service.
Who's Paris Jackson?
Michael Jackson's daughter.
Oh, the one who looks nothing like her father. And
None of them look like him.
how does that even? I get he had vitiligo, or so we say. Even if he had kids with white women, or whatever, he was born black, my color. How the f did all of his kids come out white as shit? Like, nigga, I get one time if it happens, because I got a few biracial little brothers and they're white when my dad is like black, skin color is black, but literally he went 3 for 3 on white kids.
Yeah.
Like, how are all your kids white? Nigga, did your genes just not fight back? Or did the vitiligo just like take over that fast? I'm pretty sure Michael Jackson, Prince had beef. Also, we finna talk about Prince. Prince is a funny nigga, low-key. It just doesn't add up. Now, transitioning to Prince. That man is funny as because he was real life a dickhead, and niggas just thought he was so nice when he was like real life a dickhead. And the nigga was homophobic as too. Like, nigga, that nigga looks zestful as a lot of the time, but the nigga was homophobic as shit. Like, real deal, like slurs and all homophobic.
Oh wow.
Like, what's the math? It's like fucking Caitlyn Jenner and how she's transphobic.
Why is, bro?
Why?
Bro, that's pissing me off.
Like, nigga, she literally ran. I remember when she was running for what, governor of California or something like that, senator of California. You ran as a Republican, buddy. First of all, this is a blue state. Second of all, they literally don't with you. Like, don't matter how much of a hardcore conservative Republican you are, you're trans at the end of the day. They don't with you.
I can't stand
trans
people who like seek cisgender people's validation. Piss me off. Like, I love trans people who are like prideful. Like people like Blair White. Can't stand that bitch. One, she's racist as and two, she's transphobic as but she's trans. Same thing with Calvin Guerra.
Who are these people?
That nigga's trans, but he's transphobic as he hates non-binary people for some reason.
Boil this down to the trans people. Love y'all, by the way. We can just say like coons or like bootlickers of any like subgroup. Whether that be like people in race, people in gender identities. Nobody likes bootlickers in their community. Because it's like, why? Even then, you can give into the fact all communities have problems. They all have problems. But at the end of the day, these are the number one people who are going to accept you. Not that other side. What everything so is. Soon as you go into that side, you're going to be met with hate. Literally what's happening with Doja Cat right now. That woman pushed hard and hard and hard for her population and fans to not be black and not be in tune with the black community or with the black community. And now that her white fans are talking down on her 4C hair and saying, oh, it looks like cotton. Oh, are you a sheep? Why does your hair look like that? She's like, what? You literally made this community yourself. Her and Candace Owens are literally facing this exact problem right now. You literally built that bed and now you have to lay in it, and now you're like confused on why it's built like that. Why is there fucking too many lumps? You literally made this yourself, and now you're like surprised. This is literally the iDubbbz effect. That's what I like to call it, the iDubbbz effect. That man for years and years made a community of racist, loser, no pussy getting incels, homophobic, everything, every fucking phobic you can think of, just straight incels. And then when he finally seen these people in real life, he's, this is not the community I made. This is my community. Nigga, yes, you made it. You all your videos are literally hateful videos. And then his kicker was when a trans fan of his, I don't know how, came up to him and said, oh, even though I know you don't like me, can you take a picture of me? And that was the breaking point for this nigga. Nigga, yes, this is literally the consequences of your action. You literally have like communities and people thinking, oh, what the f***? There's no way this guy likes me. All these videos he posts, all his fan base, there's no way like he f***ing likes me, but I'ma still try. Which is f***ing kudos to that trans person. But if that was me, f*** no. F*** that nigga. What the f***? Nigga would have stopped being my favorite YouTuber a long time ago. Coons in the black community. Soon as that anti-blackness get out your heart, little lady, little nigga, you will see how much you can grow and flourish, and how your skin will shine. How that black skin will start to shine and flourish and bounce, nigga, all cause you got in tune with your roots. Some guy he was super like conservative, and he like became, now he's like the totally opposite, and that nigga looks way better. Like, I'm telling you, there's all like that hate in your heart, nigga, people, really make you ugly. Cases of like racist or like homophobic or anything, people who like realize what they've done, and I'm not talking about like they get caught for their old tweets and they're like, I'm so sorry for calling this like person really a bitch. Like, no, not people like that. We're gonna have to mute the yeah. Like, people who like real life see the consequences of their actions, like in real life. Once you hit that like transition, it's just like, damn, what the f? I was like really like this much of a dickhead to all these people. Yeah. So it makes me think I hate Quinn Blackwell so much. She's so annoying. I blocked her. She's such a coon. You can tell that woman grew up in a white suburban community with very few black people around. And even then, crazy enough, you can be in that environment and still not be a coon. Like, nigga, my nigga Manny literally goes to an all-white school. but it's still the coolest nigga you know.
So mark ass nigga run a fade on the dead on me.
We can literally like take this nigga out to functions, type a nigga to know in all the songs at the function, wiggle, Cupid shuffle, electric slide.
Not be a milkman.
Exactly, not be a milkman either. That's what I want for all my niggas. Tap in with our queens. Nigga, we need to uplift our own communities. Why the fuck we giving back to these white communities, all these other subgroups who more than likely fucking hate us? To be so for real. The effect white supremacy has had on the world is actually detrimental to every community. Because for some reason, they hate us when we haven't done shit.
Our last topic is my tattoo.
Here we go. Insert picture.
Yeah, I got the tattoo, and yeah, it's right here. It's technically a tramp stamp, I guess. Like, that shit, like, it's low-key kind of on my butt now. On a scale from 1 to 10, the pain was like a 3 or a 4. It literally feels like, imagine someone doing this on your skin with their fingernail, but it's vibrating for some reason. That's what it feels like. The lower he went, the more it hurt. But yeah, what tattoos you getting, boy?
I'm next up for show. Her and one of my friends, they already one-upped me on tattoos. So now I'm down in a deficit and I gotta bounce back as I always do. So now I gotta up it on they silly asses. Coming soon. Into May, y'all gonna see a different me for sure. I'm not gonna have this hair. I'm gonna cut my hair.
Once I got that first tattoo, I was like, I need to get another one. I need to get another one. Because once I realized that pain is not that bad, I was like, I need another one.
I can't wait.
I was so scared too. I was so scared. I was like, he was like, I'm gonna do one circle. And when he did that circle, I was like, I barely felt it. I was like, oh shit, nigga, I can get this. All that shit's gonna be tatted. But I'm a patchwork girl. He's not a patchwork. He's like,
I like pieces.
He's like PC
I like
girly.
pieces.
I like patchwork.
Yeah,
and like
I like pieces.
And yeah.
All we have for today.
Yeah.
New
Questions.
segment.
Yeah.
Questions. Need y'all to, help us get through this last segment. Really ask us questions. Be stuff y'all want us to talk about. Random topics going on. Questions y'all need answered. Give our input on it. Advice even. I'm a good listener. Just give us questions really. That's
And
all we
also, in the last video, I know it looked like I had a booger and I was digging in my nose. Same thing with this video. It's not that. It's my nose ring. It keeps flipping out and I keep flipping it back up. Okay, the first question by this person, they said, what y'all think about going to church and Christian people?
I'll take it here, seeing as I'm a Christian myself, born Christian, been baptized like a cool 7 times. Do I know why? I don't know. Me personally, I don't go to church no more. I don't see the point. I used to get forced to go all the time when I was younger. So that's like from age 3 to like age 14 was when like I had the option to stop going. Like that's a lot of years of church for me. And also as I got older, I realized I didn't really like what they were saying in the teachings at church, so that also made me not want to go as much anymore. This is not something I align myself with really. I can say I'm a Christian. I believe in God and all that. I believe in God, Jesus Christ, all that. But I also like other religions as well. I got a Muslim friend. I'll be asking him about like all the Muslim stuff, Ramadan and all that, because I like what they say a lot. I don't know if it's like a category for that, but like I like the ideas of like a lot of different religions.
I'm not religious at all. My parents tried taking us to church. We all weren't really into it. My parents are agnostic. Went to church and it was cool because I can't really speak on it. But best believe when I'm on the plane with that turbulence gets too intense, I'm praying.
I say I'm a Christian, just probably like a very loose Christian that's also open to the teachings of other religions. Because I do think one of the years I want to participate in Ramadan. You can really like coincide with everybody if you're just really a cool ass person. Yeah. If you're a person who like thinks because your religion, that one girl from Degrassi, I forgot her name, but she was on like everybody. That one girl,
Becky.
Dig. There's no way her name was Becky.
Her name was Becky because she was from Florida. And Goldie.
Yeah, Goldie. No, was Goldie the lesbian?
No, Rasha was a lesbian.
Alright, yeah. Goldie from Degrassi and how she was like on Rasha all the time about being a Muslim. You don't gotta be like that, bro. Let people rock out how they want to. As we say in all our religions, our gods are forgiving gods. They will allow us to, be forgiven. You ain't gotta be the most uptight type of person like that. Just let people rock out.
Alright, someone said, is weed bad for you? I believe that weed has its benefits. As a person who used to smoke weed every day in high school, it has its benefits, but I do feel like weed gave me anxiety. I used to always use the excuse, Oh man, like I'm using it for my anxiety, but it opened up a whole nother part of my brain, if that makes sense, and it caused me to think differently. Weed made me a different person. Like, it changed me, and I was doing it so often. I don't do it anymore at all. That stuff scares me, believe it or not. Like, if I see someone smoking weed around me, I get nervous.
Me personally, what I can say is
but it has its benefits.
Yeah, I can say it has its benefits. I personally don't do it anymore. I used to do it in high school, 9th grade to 12th grade. Not consistently, but like spaced out. I used to just get like as high as I can for the moments I did get high. Yeah, it got to a point where I was just like, you know what? This ain't really for me. I ain't really gotta do this. And I kind of felt myself losing brain cells, if that makes sense. I like found myself being like slow to a point I couldn't think. For me personally, I like to be aware of everything going on around me. And when I was high, I could not do that. Like that, I would just experience the day as like flickers and flashes in and out of consciousness, really just being loopy. So it's just personally not for me. But if it's for you, I say just do it at a moderate pace, really. Make sure you still being yourself, getting what you got to get done, and yeah.
Which is crazy, because when we first started dating, it felt like we were two different people. Okay, this nigga Princeton didn't even give a question. He just said, Ken Carson over Yeet. That's not true.
That is very true.
Yeet.
That nigga Princeton really is he knows some ball for real.
Yeet is literally like the greatest rapper of all time. I'm just kidding. People
He
don't
ain't
believe that I'm
wasting
joking
his
when I say that, but he is my favorite rapper. I will admit that. He is my favorite rapper. That nigga's music is good. His album, good as Joaquin said Dirty Macking H-O.
Dirty Mac and Hall of Fame. What the Alright, let me tap in, let me lock in real quick. For those that don't know, the definition of dirty macking is really, let's set the scene real quick. Say you got a homeboy, you trying to get this one girl, you find out too, you know, you like, damn, she kinda nice as well. So what you do is, you see your homeboy trying to get at that, automatically, that should know, you know, let your homeboy rock out, let him ISO it out, you know, take the one-on-one. But you slide in, you interject, you like, damn, you know that nigga don't wash his ass on Mondays, right? That's dirty macking right there. You trying to lower his chances of securing to boost yourself up. That is what the definition of dirty macking is.
Yeah. An example for a girl is if like, all right, let's say like a guy is walking up and a girl, instead of talking like this, she'll talk like this, you know, make her voice sound more feminine. And then that one girl's like, you don't even talk like that, bro. Your voice deep as and we're like,
that's dirty macking.
That's dirty macking.
Yeah.
That's an example of dirty macking.
Don't dirty mac. It's not cool. Especially if it's your friends. Don't dirty mac. Because I promise you, these people out here, they're not worth dying over. You'd be surprised at how far people will go for like crashing out.
And we've experienced dirty macking within our own people trying to dirty
mac us, former dirty mackers ourselves.
You
know,
man.
It's just
back in middle school, I was doing that shit.
Like back in high school. It's just not a good thing.
Amari said racism and homophobia. I am not homophobic, and I'm black. I'm not racist. I'm just kidding. Because black people can be a little, you know. Homophobia, it's stupid. Gay people.
If you're racist or homophobic in the big 2024, you're a loser. Yeah. Straight up, you're a loser. Like, if you're just like bigoted and like racist or homophobic in the big 2024, I know it was a time when it was like just out and open with this shit, just like this and this. Racist joke here, homophobic joke here, blatant racism, blatant homophobia. I know that was a point in time where that was a normal thing to do. I ain't gonna lie, nowadays it's just corny, bro.
Yeah. Like,
we're all grown. It's corny. We all got our mistakes. Just learn from them. Still do that shit now. You're a loser. It's gotten to a point where like, if I hear some racist shit myself, I'ma laugh at it. I'm not affected at it because it's like, nigga, you're making yourself look like a loser right now. Like, and it's corny. It's like, it doesn't offend people anymore. It's just like, okay. And
most people who are just outright racist and homophobic and xenophobic and all that shit, ableist, they're always we're incels, involuntary celibate, literally what you are. Discord mods that little girls on the low. Buddha chains BBLs. Alright, someone just restated our
it's kind of like,
well, what's the meaning of it? Buddha chains because we're from LA, and BBLs because he finds BBLs funny. And is college overrated from Donovan?
Let me cook. Wait, high school Donovan?
Yeah.
College is only it's not overrated, actually. First of all, it's not overrated. While there are other ways to go about how you want to do things, in college is not for everybody, but I will say that it has its highs and lows, its goods and bads. If you want to get into a field that requires a degree, then college is worth it. But if you want to get into a field or get into a job career that you know you can make it without college, do that. It's cool. I will say though, college is just like, it's a safe passage for if you ain't got a guarantee on the other side. Like my major, personally, I'm a computer science major. I ain't have to go to college for computer science. I could have did like boot camps and all that, but with that, I'm doing that shit on my own. I gotta learn on my own, and probably lessens my chance of like getting to the place I want, because I ain't gonna be able to make them connections as well. In college, you know, I'm set up to have a degree, so I ain't gotta show niggas they ain't gotta like, you know, really, they ain't gotta see like my boot camp certificate and be like, oh, he learned on his own. He may be a little, you know, we may have to put him on the back burner if you're trying to hire him. They see my degree, they see, oh, all right, he got a bachelor's of science in computer science. All right, he went to school for this. He know what he talking about for show, and he got the good connections with him. All right, let's hire that nigga. That's why I say my personal thoughts on it is. What are your thoughts?
College, I feel like college isn't overrated. Okay, in a way, when people are like, you have to go to college, in that it's overrated in that sense, because you don't
it's
have
not
to
the only pathway you
Yeah.
need to be successful per se.
For us, when we went to f***ing View Park, them niggas, we had test scores, but for some reason they wanted all these niggas to apply to college, knowing that they're not going to get into these bitches. Like, come on now. It's overrated in America. That's what I'll say. Because it's too expensive.
It's too expensive.
It's too
for
expensive.
what it is. It's too expensive. Like that example of those Siamese twins having to pay 2 separate college tuitions, as if they aren't one person physically, is crazy.
Two different
tuitions. And then their job had one salary.
Like, bro.
Like what? All right, is that it from your side? Mm-hmm. All right, from my side, the downfall of KFC amongst people of color.
KFC's ass.
I like KFC.
I'll say that.
I used to be a KFC lover.
Me too.
That sounds crazy on camera. I mean, I used to enjoy their food. I used to with them, like, I used to have them like ranked over Popeyes and shit. I was back then though. But once I started trying their food more and more, I'm like, you know what? This ain't really all that. You know, let's answer the question as a whole. Not just KFC amongst the downfall of people of color. Let's talk about the chicken industry among people of color. The way you niggas acted when that chicken sandwich dropped from Popeyes, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Nigga, oh my
A nigga died over that sandwich.
nigga got
Be ashamed,
stabbed
nigga.
over that chicken
You're
sandwich,
in
bro.
jail doing 5 to 10, maybe life, because you took a nigga's life over a fucking chicken sandwich. There's no way that should have that deep of a hold on our people for us to act out outlandishly over a fucking sandwich. We can realistically make it home, probably better. Nigga, get you a little MSG, I promise it's the same thing.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
You know when you see fight videos on Waffle House, like there's always like a fight video in Waffle House. It's the same thing with Popeyes. It's right under Waffle House. Niggas are always fighting at Popeyes for some reason. I just saw a Popeyes fight video the other day. Why are niggas fighting at Popeyes? Is the food? It is that good. Popeyes is that good.
But it's not worth dying over. I'll say that. And also, between me and you, the audience, Ronald Reagan is the reason Popeyes and chicken places are in black communities. That nigga knew what he was doing. Everything that bad happens to anybody in the world is because of Ronald Reagan.
I didn't even like chicken, but that chicken sandwich was good as I'll admit. But to kill niggas over? No. Like, what?
She was like overright. It was alright, I ain't gonna lie.
That chicken sandwich was
As a
good.
food
I don't even
critic-
like chicken.
As a food critic myself, it was alright, bro. It was like low-key, it was a little too much like crispiness on my side. I don't like my shit to be that crispy. I want to like to taste the chicken, not like have chicken bits.
That's what I liked
was
about
alright,
it, because
yeah.
I don't really like chicken.
Don't like
So
chicken.
it wasn't that much chicken. It was just mostly breading. But
Yeah.
yeah, their breading at Popeyes is so good though.
Yeah,
But
that's
I don't
nice.
get chicken when I go there. I get the
Popcorn,
butterfly
shrimp,
Yeah. the
butterfly shrimp, red rice and beans with honey in it for some reason,
put honey in
and biscuits with strawberry jelly.
it. Oh, he knows my order.
Alright, you know, that's the end of that question. Basically, yeah, to answer that question, it's not worth dying over. The hold it has on our people should not be there. For our next question, how has college changed your view of yourself? You want to start this one off?
College has kind of like changed my view in a negative way, not gonna lie. College has made me realize how much of an introvert I am, in the sense that I don't leave my dorm that often. Like, I don't leave my house. And I haven't noticed that because in high school, you're forced to hang around niggas. You're forced to go to class. In college, you don't. If you don't want to go to class, you don't have to in reality. Like, it's on you if you don't go. And two, like the first semester, I was not hanging out with niggas at all. I was not talking to niggas. I was only hanging out in my room, hanging out with my roommate. And then eventually my roommate moved out. So I was just hanging out by myself, talking to my friends from high school, or like talking to my family and shit. And it's also made me realize that I don't go out and utilize all my opportunities, which I'm going to be doing next year. For example, I could be doing internships, but because being an introvert, I didn't do that. this year.
It made me realize how much still I need to work on myself. Made me view myself as how alone I am. I only have friends here. I don't really go all places. Friends I do have, they're like occasional friends, as in like I'll occasionally see them on campus and I'll occasionally hang out with them. So it really made me realize how alone I am. Yeah, and then realize I still need to work on myself, because when I got here I thought, oh, high school I went there for 4 years. No, I graduated that shit, did that shit, made friends, graduated with friends. You know, I feel like I'm a new person. I got a new self-found confidence. I can walk into a room and make that room mine. Then I got here, all that shit out the window. First few days, didn't go in my room at all. That's where I fucking fumbled. That's when everybody was socializing, communicating. But that's, in all honesty, it's just not me. I don't know why. It's just something about it. I can't just like go up to people and just like, yo, and be friends, or just make conversation really. Like, I'm a person where you gotta talk to me first, and then when you talk to me first, I'm up and running, freight train going, not stopping, start of a friendship. It's made me view myself as alone, and that I still have a lot to work on, because there's also a lot of stuff I've been messing up on. I still procrastinate a lot, which is a problem I've had like all my life. It just made me realize I'm not taking advantage of the opportunities I have while I'm here personally. And it's also made me like set unrealistic expectations on myself of having to get everything done fast, and seeing others do stuff and thinking, oh man, I wish that was me. When in reality, I still got 3 years here. A lot can change in that time. I can make a lot happen in that time. So it made me view myself as I'm too hard on myself to an extent, and I still got a lot of shit to work on.
And like the first semester,
Like,
that game room was crowded every night, and that's how niggas were making friends.
Yeah, that was
Our
really
fault,
hard.
we were not hanging out in that bitch.
We were in the rooms, and we were in our rooms and shit, which is like a big fumble of ours.
Yeah.
Like even me right now, with my roommate Heavy, but we're like, I don't even talk to him as much as I should be for a nigga I've literally lived with for 9 months.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I need to express myself more and learn how to do that.
But that's what we're gonna be doing next year.
Yeah, next year I feel like that's
we
my.
can just restart. Not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
See, that's the good thing about
Cause
college.
lots of niggas gonna be dropping out. Best believe. I know
Be
niggas.
Surprise, buddy. That
Niggas-
first semester f***ed a lot of you niggas over.
Some niggas could not
Exactly.
take that.
We're coming back. A lot of you niggas f***ed up.
Yeah.
I've seen somebody say they ain't coming back till junior year. Junior year, nigga? What? You got a lot of room to grow. That first year ain't gonna define you. Keep it moving, keep it pushing. Shit gonna work out in the end. Oh, and final question for me is, Buddha chains and BBLs is brilliant, king. Thank you for that. I came up with that. Never forget it.
No, it was me. I came up with Buddha chains.
You wanted to-
Because you would say I want to have BBLs in it, so I
I
was
did.
like Buddha chains, BBLs. And you're like,
Was
that's
that-
the origin story of our name. He was like, I want a name with BBLs in it because BBLs are funny.
BBLs are fucking
And I was like,
hilarious.
Buddha chains, because we're from LA.
I feel like that name lets you know when you click on this channel, you ain't here for a serious time. You here to laugh, giggle a little bit, just enjoy yourself. And I feel like the title represents that.
In the Buddha chains thing, I do not want anybody to get offended. It is okay. We sound like those people, those comedians that be like,
It's just a joke.
but like seriously, we're making fun of people who wear Buddha chains. I was one of them. That's cultural appropriation. You're not a Buddhist.
Why you wearing a booty chain?
The whole name itself is literally just making fun of BBLs and niggas who wear Buddha chains, because how prominent it is.
LA culture for some reason, or
LA.
Cali culture.
Just the world right now, the nation. Take that fucking Buddha off, nigga.
on myself.
Dead homies.
Dead on me.
That's what
Yeah,
I
oh,
said.
my hair looks long, Nick.
I'm gonna take a good look. A few months this shit gonna be gone. Y'all gonna see me in like 2-3 episodes with a little baldy for real. I'm gonna regrow it and shit. I did good for the first time being, but I feel like I can do better.
And hi, Mom, because I know you watch our videos.
I miss my ex.
I can curse over my mommy. Can you, nigga? My parents never censored themselves. Like, they were always cursing around us. They never said, like, sexual,
Yeah.
like, stuff how some people's parents be saying. Like, I was at my sister's party, and one of her friends said, my pussy itches, right in front of her daughter. She was like, damn, bitch, my itch. On the phone, and her freaking 2-year-old daughter was right there. My mom would never talk like that in front of me, but she would say, what the what the like, that's how my mom talked.
One thing for me personally, growing up, nigga was never a bad word to me. I've been saying nigga since I was like 3. Nobody can ever take that away. The word nigga will forever be in my vocabulary. You can't strip that from me. Alright, but that's it for this episode. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch y'all next time.
Bye.
Goodbye.